So instead of going by the 8 glasses per day rule or that whole half your body weight in ounces ignorance that kind of goes around, we like to see people look at their blood pressure to get insights into how much water they should be drinking. So we like to see people look at their resting blood pressure at least 2 hours after a meal, but it shouldn't be first thing in the morning while you're fasted. It should be after a meal. But just look at that systolic number. And if that number is higher than like 130 or 135, that can be an indication that you may need to drink more water. Our blood pressure is kind of made up by the level of minerals and protein a little bit and even sugar and filth that's in the bloodstream. And those things have the ability to thicken up the blood and raise the pressure needed to push that blood through the system. So it's most common when someone has high blood pressure to either see a lot of filth in there or a lot of minerals that are not being excreted correctly. And a lot of times those minerals are not being excreted because the person's not drinking enough water. So in a lot of cases, the person just needs to drink more water to help the body excrete those minerals and other junk the way that it's supposed to. Now, increasing water can't always help the body get rid of a lot more toxins and some of that filth. A lot of times there are scenarios that the body has some malfunctions where it can't detox the way that it should, and all those toxins are thickening up the blood. Now, the caveat is, I don't want you to look at your blood pressure and be like, oh, it's 120/80, it's perfect, but you're on like 4 different blood pressure lowering medications. Now, if you're on all those blood pressure lowering medications, you don't really have low blood pressure, do you? The blood pressure medications don't do anything to actually correct the underlying causes of high blood pressure. They just force that number down so that you don't have a heart attack or a stroke kind of situation. But you still want to correct the actual underlying cause. So a person with low blood pressure, because they're on all these blood pressure lowering medications, wouldn't really want to reduce their water intake because they probably actually need more water. But I will say this, if you're on blood pressure lowering medications and you start to increase your water intake, you really want to watch your blood pressure. If you're going to bring in more water and help your blood pressure come down naturally, the blood pressure medication is still going to push it down further. And that number could go even too low and start creating the type of symptoms that we see with low blood pressure, things like dizzy spells and cravings and depression. So if you're going to take these steps, you really want to watch your blood pressure, and if it goes too low, you need to work with your doctor to maybe lower the dose or change your medication regimen so your blood pressure isn't going too low. I'm not telling you to do that. You really need to do that with your doctor. I'm just telling you it's worth monitoring your blood pressure if you're going to start to increase the water intake and you're on blood pressure lowering medications.